Hello folks. Today I wanted to go over a little lesson on how you can use the char 10 character to enhance some data that you might want to use to analyze, say, a column of percents. So in this case, I have a column of percents here, and one way I could do this, I could come up here and I could go min, max, and average, and I could do a equals min and grab my min of this column. I could even leave that open-ended, and if I added more, let's just do that. So there's my 3%, and then I could actually maybe I should lock that cell reference. I think I will. So then I could do my max of this, and then I could do that more quickly by copying that down and then typing max, and then again it's going to be that same thing there, and then I'm going to do an average on this one. So that's one way I could do this, but what I would like to get here is I'd like to get the min, max, and average maybe right here in cell A5 and have them be all together. So let's see if I do this equals min, and we have we'll do our min, and again we'll leave this cell reference open. We're going to do min, and we're going to do max. And if we do max, we can do the same thing here. Leave the cell reference open. And we're using the ampersand and concatenating this and our average. And we could do our average of this range right here. Get rid of the 17. And there we go. But that really doesn't do much for me, because it number one, I don't like the formatting, and number two, it's all on a single line. So we're going to use this character called char, a character, and it's the code 10. So we're going to do and char, and then we're going to do 10, and 10, we'll do this, and max. And after the max, we'll do, after that max, and we'll do a char 10 and the average. Now let's see what we get. Well, we get an error. What did we do wrong here? So we have the min. Oh, we forgot an ampersand. Min and char 10 and max and char 10 and average. Well, that helps. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm getting my min, my max, and my average, but that's a little bit meaningless. So let's do this. Equals min. We're going to put that in quotes. We're going to do min and, well, let's put a space, because I actually want min, colon, space, and then end my quotes, and let's see what that does for me. That's getting closer. So min 03 max. So we could take after the char 10, and before the actual formula max, let's do in quotes max, colon, space, end quote, and then an ampersand. And now we've got min max. So you can see how we're going here. We're going to then do I could do the and max quote, go ahead and copy that, and we could go ahead and paste that in here, save a little bit, and that's going to need another ampersand, and we need to change that max there to average. So now, we missed something. We got double ampersand. There we go. So coming out a little bit better and more like what I was hoping to get, but these are percentages, and these are then taking those numbers and putting them in a decimal. So let's do one more thing here. let's take this min and let's wrap it in text, and we'll take that text min. That's our text statement. You'll see here it's our text statement, and then we need the format, so I'm going to do a comma, and my format I want is 0%. 0%. And what did I do here? 0%. And by the way, that would need to be in quotes. 0%. Let's see. And then we have to finish that text statement. Let's see what it gives us there. There we go. So min 3%. So let's take that idea and let's go ahead and wrap our max text, and that's going to be text max of that, comma, quotation marks, 0%, end quotation marks, and char 10, and then our average here is going to be text. We want to wrap average formula in text, and that would be comma. The format would be quote 0%, end quote. And again, I must have missed something. What did we miss? So we've got our text and then our text average, and we seem to have an extra parentheses, which means we must be missing a parentheses here. How about that? There we go. So now in a single formula, and I'll go ahead and center and bold this, we have min 3%, max 95%, average 39%. So if I change this 3% to a something bigger, I'll put a 10% in here and change this to a 12%, and change this somewhere we have a 5, a 13%. Now you can see our min's 9%, our max is 132. We've got something big in there. How about 13? Our max is 95, and our average is 41. And if we take a look here, we can see all these things here. Average 41, min 9, max 95. So you could always do something like that. We could also add the count in here if we wanted to know how many we're dealing with here. We would just simply take all of this information. We would add a char 10 and average. So we could take all of this and copy it, and then I could paste it, and then we'd do a char 10, and then in this case we're going to do a count, C-O-U-N-T, for the text there, and then we're going to do, I don't think we would need the text statement there. We could get rid of the text statement, and we could do a count, C-O-U-N-T. I think let's see what happens if we do a count of, let's see what we get if we do that. Yep, count 12. So doing it that way, we've got our min, our max, our average, and how many we have in here. So if I keep adding 55, 86, 99, 78, 12, 45, and so forth, you can see what we're getting here. And by the way, these aren't showing up as averages or percent, so we have to turn those into percents. We have to bring this back. And then notice when you do that, if you don't have that formatted first, so I'd have to do my 55, 86, 99. You want to format that first, 78, 12, and 45. And there you go. We have a count of 18, an average of 48%. Our max is 99, our min is 9. And it's nice to be able to see that. I like placing that at the top. So again, using the char 10 is what lets us put the carriage return in the cell, and then using the wrapping the output in our text statement so we could define how that looked instead of it coming across as a decimal number. I hope that helps. This is a really useful way to summarize your data sometimes.